Hello everybody, it's Murialda here once again, and welcome back to another figure. Yes, we have Wakamo in front of us. And, I was going to ramble a bit about, people's comments on MSC and everything and whatever. But then I watched a couple videos of her today during lunch, and none of that shit matters. Wakamo was gorgeous, and she deserves just full focus with no drama. So yes, this is Kosaka Wakamo. She is from Blue Archive. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Neonmax. Wakamo released on May 31st of 2024. I paid 24,980 yen, pre-ordered at AmiAmi, which at the time was $166.21. I ordered her on September 30th of 2023. I paid on May 31st of 2024. She shipped out on June 5th of 2024, and I got her today on June 7th. And yes, it's Kosaka Wakamo. I don't play Blue Archive, so I don't really know anything about her or the game or anything. All I know is she's a floof, and she is gorgeous, and I like her. So I had to buy her. So there is the front of Wakamo's box. I like how they have like the window done for this, where you just see her. And it's dark, but she's kind of shines through. And I think that just says Wakamo. I don't know. Again, you get the Neonmax Creative logo. The side of the box is pretty boring. The back of the box has some more embossment detail and the Blue Archive logo. And I do notice I got a little divot there. The other side is just like the other side. The top of the box has her Fox Mask logo. And then the bottom of her box has the warnings and the seal of authenticity and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's Wakamo. And it feels like, it's a corrugated cardboard box, so she's well protected. And she's a decent size and got a decent weight to her. Let's go ahead and get the 3 seals cut open so that we can get her open. And this box does open a little bit funky because there's a little surprise. When you open her up, get a little message from Wakamo. If you can read Japanese, you know what that says, but I googled it earlier. It's like, I finally get to meet you, dear. So that's a nice little touch, Inside of the box, it's got a white slash with the her halo on it, and a couple little flame effects or embers and stuff. There is Wakamo in her blister pack. Let's do normal zoom. And we'll do some spins of her. So she comes by default wearing her Fox Mask. But there are 2 alternate faces you can put on her as well. But there she is from the front. There she is from the side. In the back, you get the extra little blister with the 2 faces and her halo. Back to the other side, and back to the front. And yeah, just looking through the blister, she looks pretty dang good. So first thing I'll do is I'll cut out the little face blister. And there's what the faces look like in the blister with the halo. I have heard from several people since they've gotten her before me, damn them, that it is difficult to put her halo in, and it's also difficult to put her bangs in when you put in the faces. So it is what it is. Might as well spin her back around so we can have her in the background. We'll pull out the faces and the halo. So here's her halo. It's a nice transparent plastic with a nice red gradient on there. And the Sakura Petal logo. And then you got the peg that goes into her head. And okay, so the logo is actually cut out. It's not a solid piece of plastic, which is nice. Also, the center is cut out. Set that off to the side. Here is, come on, her normal face. I'm thinking this is the one I'm going to display her with, but we shall see. So it does seem round, like more round than it should be, but we'll see. So Wakamo, it does have very slight blush on her cheeks. She's got a little smile. She's got nice golden eyes with some red makeup. She's got some human ears. Well detailed. Next we'll pull out the other alternate face. This one also has the alternate bangs. So here's the alternate bangs. Got a nice little hair ornament over on the side, a little ball. And people have said that this is more like blue or purple than the rest of her hair, so we shall see. This is what her normal face will look like. And then we also have, in that same baggie, we've got her lovey face. So a little bit more pronounced blush with lines. She's got the hearts in her eyes. And the eyes are a little bit more closed. And I think the mouth is just a little bit different. But here's what she'll look like with her hair. And this one, honestly, I don't think I'm going to use. But we'll see. And just to compare, there's the two faces side by side. So yeah, you can see a slightly different eye shape. The eyebrows are different. And I think the mouth is just ever so different as well. So we'll put those off to the side. We can close this blister up. And now we'll get the main package open. So we'll tilt her down. Some big tape on the sides. Then I think I want to open her like this. Okay, this is a very solid blister. There we go. So we'll start with her base. Neonmax has some very wide tape. Okay, so Wakamo's base is very, probably a 1/4 inch thick solid acrylic. And it's got nice fox patterns in the red and little fluttery flower star dust pattern in the black. She's got a middle peg there and a peg hole and another peg hole. And then right there, you get the one little fox with eyes and ears. And up here you get the couple that are just solid red, which look like hearts. And if you flip it upside down, the pattern tessellates still with more hearts. But that's a nice little touch, just that one little detail. Oh, 2 little details. There's another one. This one's darker. So that's nice. Copyright 2004 Nexon Games. The bottom is solid white. Next we'll pull out her bayonet. So it's like a short sword. It's pretty long, really. There's the handle. It's got the tassel hanging off of it. Lots of like grappling detail on the handle. And you got the little lines from how it was made. So that's nice. There is a little peg hole on the top where it attaches to her rifle. So yeah, nice little bayonet. And now we've got Wakamo. We'll set her down. Get this blister out of the way. And we'll start deplasticking her. So there's some around her back, under her hair. Some on her tail. A piece on her leg. And then, doesn't look like there's any more. So we'll set her down. Get the plastic out of the way. And let's look at Wakamo. So like I said, she comes by default with her fox mask on. And it's got quite the shape to it. So big giant forehead, little tiny muzzle, nice black eyes. It's got a very nice flower ornament with a ribbon. And it's got the fox ears, again with the center cut out, and little designs on it. She does have some nice fox ears with floofs. I like the gradient from the dark purple to the red at the tips. She got a little hair ornament over on this side, which matches this hair ornament. Her rifle, it does say Wakamo on it. I think the rifle is called the Crimson Calamity. Not sure. We do see the little peg for the bayonet right there. And it's got the black to red, and the red has some sakura petals on it. The butt stock of the rifle has the fox mask wrapped over the top of it. It is a bolt action rifle. It's got a trigger and the guard. She's just holding it over her shoulders behind her neck. She's got a nice choker on with a nice flower ornament with some red and white striped ribbons and a little tassel. She does have pale white skin, and if we go from this angle, we do see she has some cleavage hiding under there. It is welded cleavage, and there's not much of it. It's hard to see. And the outfit really doesn't accentuate her boobs. It kind of limits their size and everything. She's a maraca. So there's some loose plastic inside of her. Her chest has a little sakura pendant on it in the center. She's got a nice giant bow with 2 different colors and the little ornament, more bows, more ribbons and tassels and everything. You got a little tiny fox ornament hanging off of her strings with a little floofy tail. Her sleeves, quite long, and I love the pattern on them, all the flowers and everything. You got the nice crisp and clean red lines, and I like how they have the flower ornaments actually sticking out from the edge. It's very well done. Over on this side we do see some writing on her shoulder. Don't know what that says. Again, the nice sleeves. She does have a split skirt, so it's very short as well, revealing black. She's got some nice long legs. And if we look from the side, yes, glorious strap gap. That's a win right there. And whenever I've seen her, I thought this little ornament right here on her garter looks kind of like an axe head with a couple dots and nice garters. She's got a stocking on this leg, not really on this leg, and the stocking is torn in several places, so it's revealing lots of luscious thigh and calf and knee flesh. And it's got nice black sakura designs on it. She has some very high heel boots with very wide open cuffs. The shoelace is tied, and lots of little lacing and little ringlets for the lace holes. I don't even remember what they're called. Sorry, it's been a long day at work. But nice red soles on her shoes. And this one has the peg hole with a peg, and this one just has the peg. If we spin her around to the back, we see the peg hole for her halo and the backs of her ears. She's got lots of hair. It is not matte. It's a little bit glossy. There's lots of sculpting detail, and then once you get down to the bottom, it all breaks out into lots of different strands. Some of them small, some of them thick. Nice straight cut along the bottom. And you do see hints of red peeking through the hair. If we go back to the front, you do see the front of the hair is red. She's got a nice little booty hiding under there. I don't know if you can see it, but she's got a sailor fuku collar on as well. And the obi is tied around her waist nicely. Again, she's got black and very nice booty. And it is quite narrow and long. It's almost more like a fundushi than panties. If we go to her hands, she is wearing fingerless gloves with a sakura cutout on the top of the hand. Got a little buckle right there. She's got black fingernails. Thumb, pointer, and pinky are kind of separated, and the middle and ring are together. Going over to the other hand, they're all separated, except for at the tips. If we peek in her sleeve, we do see her arm disappearing into the sleeve. Same on both sides. And she's got a nice big floofy tail. It's not like floofy, but it's still floofy. There's lots of details on it, lots of floofs. You can see where they join two pieces together. Right there is the seam. But it's hidden quite well. Unless you're really close and looking for it, you won't see it. At the tip of her tail, she's got a bow tied again with the little fox mask as the clip. And the tail ends in a red gradient. So yeah, Wakamo. She looks very, very pretty. Very good. So let's go ahead and get her on the base. I'm going to set her down. Tilt the camera down. Whoops. Have the camera fall over, so let's prevent that from happening. Okay. So we line up the peg hole and the peg hole, and she just slots on down. Pretty easy to put her on the base. I may fiddle with it a little bit later. Her toes are kind of lifted up a little bit, but I think that should be fine. And then I was going to consider waiting to put her halo on, since it's supposed to be kind of tight and hard to do, and I don't want to break things, but we're going to do it. We're going to be careful. Yeah, it is. The hole is very tight. It could have stood a little bit of like Good Smile. They've been putting those spacer pegs in. I think that would have helped. Okay, so once I got it lined up, it went in just a little bit and it should be pretty stable. So that's the angle that you want it to go in. I had the top tilted a little bit too far forward. When I tilted it back, it went in. So, oh, and then we have to also put the bayonet on her gun. So that should just slot right in. Keyword being should. There we go. And that makes her wider than she used to be. So there is Wakamo assembled with her default fox mask face. Let's see. Okay, the video was getting a little long, so I decided to recycle. But we're doing a nice little spin around of Wakamo. I love the way the halo catches the light. It's got just enough shine to it. Like once we get it lined up just right. Yeah, like that. I like that effect. Let's bring her a little bit closer. We'll zoom in on the face. And we'll spin her around here. So yeah, lots of details. I do think the hair could stand to be a little bit more matte. I think it would have improved things, but I'm not upset or anything. I'm happy with her. She is gorgeous. She looks very good. And really, I don't see any paint flaws. I haven't looked super close yet or anything. Let's spin around her chest and waist area. And I do like how it says her name on the gun. She's labeled it as hers. And I love the multi-tone hair, the black on the outer layer and the red on the inner. It's an effect I like on a lot of figures. And you see there just a tiny hint of the undie strap. If we go down, spin around her thigh region, and we'll get a little hint of Gloria's strap gap. And we get the floofy tail. And from the little bit of a higher angle we're at right now, you just barely get a peek of her underwear there. And then the short skirt hides it the rest of the way. If you're a lower angle, which we will do in a little bit, you get flashbanged. But there's her legs and shoes and stuff. Little tiny fox mask. That's hard to say, fox mask. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. So if we adjust the camera just a little bit and make everyone sick and dizzy with shaky cam. Nope, it's still not low enough. So we'll take the camera out and just a little bit low, and it peaks. Let's do a normal zoom, and we'll just handheld it for a little bit. And her human ears are pretty hidden unless, again, you get a low angle shot of her. But I love all the flowers and ribbons on her. It looks really good. Whoever designed Wakamo did a very good job. And I also cannot wait for her swimsuit figure, because I like me some Wakamo in a swimsuit. So let's put the camera away, and we'll stand it back up. And let's bring her closer and attempt to switch out her face. Okay, so the mask comes off pretty easily. It's just held on by two little pegs and the little face mask peg. We'll put her heart eyes on. This is not the one that I'm going to use, so we'll do that for now. And we'll try to get her hair on. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty tight fit, and you kind of want to angle it with the bottom up a little bit and then shove it in, and then it'll line up. But this is lovey-dovey Wakamo. So let's zoom in and do a spin on the facial region. So, I mean, it's a nice addition, and it shows how much Wakamo loves you. But I think it's a little gimmicky, and it's not my favorite. I do know a lot of people are choosing to display her with the fox mask, so that is also an option. Let's do a normal zoom now, and we'll push her back just a little bit and do a spin with the heart eyes. I mean, aside from the face, everything else is the same, but it's Wakamo. She deserves more spins. And now we'll pull her closer again, and we'll work to get the bangs off. There we go. And we'll pop this face off. And this is how I was planning on displaying her, with the normal face, but I may also decide to use the fox mask as well. And so let's zoom in close on the seam line of her hair. And at least on my copy, the hair does seem to be pretty matching with the back of the hair and the fringe. So that's good. Like I said, some people, it has definitely been very obviously different colors. But it is what it is. So, adjust just a little bit. Wiped a little bit of dust off of her fringe. And there is Wakamo with her normal face. Nice little gentle smile and nice pointy nose. And later I'll probably try to squeeze the hair a little bit tighter to close that gap just a little bit. But yeah, we'll zoom back out, push her back, tilt the camera, and we'll do a full body spin of Wakamo. Waka, waka, waka. And right now, like, her hair has a bit of a shine to it, and her outfit a little bit, but I'm sure, like, we shut off these lights or spin them around. Yeah, that is just the bright lights shining on her, so we'll spin her without the bright lights for now. Kind of adds a little bit more ambiance to her, make her, honestly, I think she looks a little bit better without the bright lights. Yeah, she is cute. She is Wakamo. She is a nice foxy girl with a gun. And she loves you. So I am very happy with her. I'm very happy I pre-ordered her. Got her for... She's not cheap, but scalpers have definitely come out on her. And a lot of people are very upset with themselves for not pre-ordering her. They fell into the trap and the hype of, oh, all the figures are crashing in value in the aftermarket, so I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm done with that. I said I wasn't going to do that because Wakamo deserves better, and she does. She deserves better. This is Kosaka Wakamo. She is from Blue Archive. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Neonmax. Wakamo released on May 31st of 2024, and I paid pre-ordered at AmiAmi 24,980 yen, which at the time of payment was $166.21. So like I said, she's not cheap, but she could be a lot worse. And she's worth it. So yeah, like I said, this is Wakamo. I think she is gorgeous. I am very happy with her. And I think you would be happy with her too. She is in the top 20 at least of ordered figures on MFC for now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed Wakamo. I do. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.